Kristen here from Scooterbug Corner, and I am filming another journal in my marathon filming like I do. This is a Valentine's journal. It is ideally the intention behind it. All my journals are eclectic. I tend to go retro, but I was trying to kind of go for a very kitschy vibe in this one. So it is about 7.75 inches high in height, and it is about 5.5 inches wide, so it's a little bit compact. It is made from a metallic printed faux leather that I then have topped with this vintage inspired fabric, so they look like retro Valentines. And then I've added this palm trim all around to just kind of kitsch it up a little bit. That has been stitched on. There is stitched on top of that is a vintage heart that I've cut. Then I've cut out specifically one of the vintage Valentines to kind of make her as the center point. And I've stitched on some heart-shaped buttons and this fun gingham ribbon and this gold puffy heart. And so again, that's the back. This has one signature, and the inside is a felt fabric, so that's what's giving the sturdiness of the cover, and it's a metallic gold dot print. So I tried to play off that to add touches of gold throughout this. So as you can see on the very first page here, I've just made a very simple journaling card with a fabric cluster on the bottom. A lot of the fabric that I've used is vintage, just FYI, but this die cut that I've used, I've then taken a gold metallic paint pen and I've edged that out to make it stand out and to kind of play off the gold interior. So I have a circle cluster here. It's lots of different things going on there. I've stamped that on, lots of textures, and it has a vintage Valentine card. So the Valentine hello. Here's the back. You can see made in USA hallmark, and cute. It has been written in, so it's for somebody's very first Valentine, somebody named Jimmy, which is cute. We call our cat's name is Jiminy, but we call him Jimmy, so it's kind of cute. Here's just some extra printables that I had tucked in here that are Valentine reproduction or inspired retro. This, I think, is one of the vintage writing papers. I can't remember for sure, but this is from a vintage cake decorating book. So obviously has a picture of this cake on this side. And then on this side, it does talk about how to like icing the cake. But I've added a cluster that I've made here, and I've just tucked out this printable up in there. I don't know if you got to see the ladies before I shoved her face up in the corner. Over here, I've just used a card that modern day. I've created this cluster down here from printables, die cuts, a heart-shaped brad. In here is a printable, and I've also have a page from a vintage Savers card tucked in there. This side, I have a die cut, like, kind of slot. So there's a vintage cards, there is a whale tab, there's other printables, tickets, labels, a miniature flashcard. This was from some, I don't know if it was a school or what it was some vintage like ring bound paper thing I found at a thrift store. So anyway, just kind of fun. Added this ruffle here, heart-shaped doily. This is a printable page, obviously retro inspired on this side, so playing off the gold metallic here as well. So between the scrapbook paper having gold metallic hearts, I outlined this die cut in gold. I've just added this is actually vintage satin red ribbon here. Up here, this is a tag, and then this is a printable pattern that I've just made into kind of a wide tag slash journaling card. This square doily was turned into a folder. I've got a couple, I have a printable here. I think that this was also from kind of some scrapbook ephemera, some vintage papers. I've stamped on a envelope, and this can be removed. There's currently nothing in here, but you can either attach it down or do whatever you want. And the way that I've added this decorative strip on there, you could technically tuck other things under there, or if you wanted, you could secure it down more, whatever, you know, you desire. This is vintage lace. I did sew it on there that technically you could tuck it, but with it being kind of a floppy paper, unless something else like more sturdy gets backed on here, it does not act like a very good fold or pocket, but just heads up. Okay, so this page here, I have this paper clip that I've made, and this folds out. This is a vintage doily. You can see it has like the gold cupids and hearts, and I'm just going to leave that tucked on there, but you could put it somewhere else if you didn't want. And I've just made this cluster that you could add wherever you want. So that was there to hold that together. And then on this side, I made this journaling card. Some coffee dyed paper that I made. You can see that I made this in a way that it imprinted this doily print on it. And here's another circle cluster, which adds as a page border. Down here, gold metallic hearts. And then this is an interesting little concept here, so hopefully I could catch it all on camera. Stamped here, adorable little girl here holding her little dolly. So you fold this up and fold this out for journaling space. Then that is attached to another page that can do the same. And then that attaches to another page. Here I've added just a place you could, you know, tuck more things on there if you wanted to. That opens up more writing space. And that opens up more writing space. This is paper that I dyed using the same technique as the coffee dye, just with pink dye. And then this is a vintage placemat. So you can see that there's like lots of fun journaling, hidden journaling spot there. This is the center of the signature. This is a printable hanky. This is typing paper that I've printed with this metallic pink. And this is just this fun fabric stuff. I think it's just cool for layering. It'd be cool if you could put it wherever you want, layer pictures on top of it. I just left some in there loose for your creative additions. I printed this on top of acetate and then stitched it onto coffee dye paper. So it's kind of just a fun journaling card. This was a mixed media sort of like tag that I made, and then I stitched on a reproduction retro Valentine. This does have a flocked like velvet edge all around it, and tucked in there I just have one of these plain pages from your like Rolodex, and that is also vintage. I've created this, well, I guess cluster of papers, coffee dyed papers, and then the back side here, you can see that I've added the gold metallic paint edges to the base layer, as well as this little banner. So this is kind of fun. Hopefully whoever buys this journal actually watches the video and figures this out. But so I've made this little tuck spot here. Well, it's more of like a little pocket. So it says "La La Love You," metallic gold, or metallic red hearts. And then This is cardstock I painted. You can see the wreckage on the back there. I've layered it with tissue paper and then added one of those retro cards. The corners are the red flocked. Now, the fun part is this pot, as you can see, slides out and has a message. And then the petals kind of come off. And these are the, like, basically, do you love me? Yes, no, maybe. So it's a play off that he loves me not, you know, game. So it's very cute because it's interactive. All right, this side, embossed glassine bag, red vintage doily. This is actually a glitter fabric heart here that's in the center. This is a journal spot. So this one has, of course I have it, okay, ties with this cord, and it flips up, and then it folds out, and it folds out, and it folds out. So you can journal. You can even journal on that side if you wish, or add photos or whatever. But it just kind of makes for a large area for you to journal. And I have it living down there in that glassine bag. Just some pink palm trim on this pink lined paper. Another circle cluster. You could use that as a tuck spot. I don't think that I added a recipe card in there, so there you go. Nailed it. Okay, on this side, this try pink color palm. I have this printable here acting as a little tuck spot, and I've just added this sticker onto this index card. And there is another index card right here, and I've add some paper edging on the side, and then this other printable. It just lives in this doily folder. And then, so this is another fun interactive part of the journal. So up here, I have this printable. And you can journal on the back. So mixed media, again, to add to the base. It does go in there. It's just a tight fit. But the base of this, with these cute little kids, sharing a Valentine heart. And then this flips up. And then this flips up. And so, obviously, you can add some hidden journaling and or pictures or whatever you wanted there. The other side of that heart doily, the other side of that logbook. Here is another one of those retro reproduction Valentines with the flocked edge, and this is just a Tim Holtz flashcard tucked in there. Here is another tuck spot, so you could tuck something down in there, and it's just a cluster. Here I have added a red doily. It's attached by a paper clip, heart-shaped, got a little heart in there, and another circle cluster. It has a layer of metallic tulle, and this says I love you. You can just add that wherever you wish. Printable on this side. Here is another mixed media tag that I made, so you can see the stamping. This has washi, this cute little couple here that are ice skating, and I did the gold metallic edge on that. This applique trim here on the side, and then at the back I've made this belly band. Here's just a printable. It slides in there, and then just it's a double-sided journaling card there. And that is the end of that one. So 52 available writing pages if you're just counting the literal pages that are sewn into the signature. That's obviously not counting any of the flip folds and, you know, other stuff. So you can see that there's actually a lot of journaling spots in here and things that you could add to it. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye.